What's going on, everyone? It's Brandon with Jacoji Fine Jewelry, your personal jeweler. In this video, we're gonna review a new length we recently brought in, the 14-inch length. Now, this is primarily for women that want that choker, shorter look. And we're gonna put on Raquel's neck, show you guys what it's looking like, as well as go over some different layering and some different lengths that work well with the new 14-inch length chain. With that being said, let's get started. The 14-inch length is relatively new to Jacoji.com, like I mentioned in the previous clip, so allow some time for more variants, more chain styles to be added with that 14-inch length option. There's only a few chains right now with that because we reordered and added that to that. So the more we reorder when stuff goes out of stock for those daintier chains, I would not anticipate a 5mm diamond cut Franco 14-inch to be in stock anytime soon. I'm talking about smaller chains, daintier style chains. We'll add that 14-inch option. But I wanted to make the review to show you guys what it looks like. Let's start off with some length comparisons. On Raquel's neck, she has a 1.5mm heavy length 14-inch, a 2.5mm heavy length 16-inch, and then the 4mm Miami Cuban length 18-inch. The 16 and 18-inch are the most popular lengths for women, so I want to give you guys a comparison so you can kind of see visually how it looks and compares to each length. So if you're thinking 16-inch, you kind of see how the 18-inch drops. Now, general recommendation, each length you go up is 2 inches, but realistically, guys, it's 1 inch separation. So just keep that in mind when pairing with pendants, which we'll talk about later in this clip. Now, just a solitaire look if you're thinking, and what I like the 14-inch because you could wear it up top and then drop a small pendant on it, which looks really well. We put a 1mm diamond cut rose gold Franco, very popular chain for a smaller pendant with the cross. It's just the cross charm that's on Jacoji.com. So if you want to just wear something up top, kind of that tailored look, as I call it, for men's jewelry that's close to the neck, or that choker look that a lot of women like, this is perfect right here. Small dainty charm with a thinner chain up top. It's looking great. Now, it's not a Jacoji video if we don't layer some chains, show you how it's done. Raquel's got that 1mm rose gold Franco with the cross charm paired with a 2.5mm heavy length 16-inch. Now, because the cross charm is so small, you can get away with the neck size down being that 16-inch. For men's pendants, you cannot because they are bigger, they'll overlap. So if you want some spacing, you can go with a dainty 1/2-inch charm and you'll still have that spacing. A lot of people, when they layer it, they want the space in between. Again, because this tiny cross is so small, as far as the length goes, you can go 14-inch and stack with 16-inch like Raquel does. So we want to show you guys how this looks. Next, we got a 1.5mm heavy length that has the 14-inch option right now paired with the mini diamond heart. Now, the mini diamond heart, substantially heavier, has more diamonds and a little overall size. I personally like this look the most because it kind of weighs it down, so it gives a little more anchor because of the weight and overall size compared to that cross charm. And that is on Raquel's neck. So I wanted to offer a super dainty 1mm Franco with a lighter style charm versus a slightly thicker 1.5mm heavy length 14-inch with a mini diamond heart, so you can see the difference there. Next, we have the same mini diamond heart with that 14-inch 1.5mm heavy length paired with a heavier 4mm 18-inch Cuban. I want to show these two because in case you have an 18-inch, like I mentioned, the 18-inch is a very popular length. So if you have an 18-inch, we wanted to throw on that 14-inch to show you the spacing. There's a lot more spacing there, and you could always put a 16-inch on if you want, if you don't like that much spacing, or you might like that much spacing. It's up to you, but it was us to show you guys how this is looking. So a nice 4mm Miami Cuban link, very popular chain, a link style chain. We showed the heavy link, which I would consider a rounded style. So I want to show you different looks as well as lengths. Not a bad setup there. Just with this setup, you have more distance space in between the heart and that Miami Cuban link. Last but not least, Raquel wanted to show you guys what a double Franco stack looks like. 3mm Franco, which is the second most popular size chain on Jacoji.com. This is a very popular chain at 16 inches, and then she threw on a heavier 3.5mm diamond cut Franco at 18 inches. When I was filming this, I wanted her honest opinion. I said, Raquel, would you wear this 3.5mm Franco? She said, if it was a little shorter, then yes. So for her, she can, or she feels comfortable wearing a thicker chain, but for her, the length is the most important thing. So if it was a 14-inch or a 16-inch, she would be down to wear this no problem. She does not feel this is too heavy. For a guy's chain, this is a perfect everyday chain, but for her, if it was a little shorter, she would definitely rock it. So that was the little thing I got from Raquel while filming this clip, which I thought was very important. Usually, for me, I always think that people want how it's gonna look like the width wise, if it's too big for them, too small for them, but for her, she went with the length is the most popular or the most important thing to her. So I think that is a good point when going with different style chains or thickness. Just depends on how you want to layer it. I hope we did an okay job in this video showing you guys. Like I said, we're gonna be bringing more sizes and styles with the 14-inch length in case you want that choker and that short look. It will be available on jacoji.com. Thank you guys for watching. That's it for today's video. We'll see you on our next jewelry video.